Alright, so this video has been out for 2 years and YouTube has decided that now is a great time to start recommending it to people. But since then there's been a bunch of comments and questions and I figured I'd go through and answer some of them. So I got a lot of comments that said just use a boat on ice, and to that I would say ice boats are lame. But I get it. Ice boats are very easy to build, but in the overworld, dolphins are still twice as fast. And in the nether, with a cooldown, dolphins are still faster up to 1,500 blocks, which if it's longer than that, yeah, I'd recommend using the portal anyway, because that's a long dolphin tunnel. But without the cooldown, the portal cooldown in 1.21, then yeah, blue ice boats are faster. But the goal of the video was just to show a travel method I assume most people don't know about or didn't know about, and realistically is towards the upper end of what a non-technical player would do. Where does the dolphin go? So the dolphin just has to be within 9 blocks of the water, so I have it just right off to the side inside the walls, but I've also done it where it sits underneath the soil as well. How many blocks apart do you place the dolphins? So Dolphin's Grace lasts for 5 seconds, and if you move 144 blocks a second, that means, in theory, every 720 blocks. The reason why I don't say this in the video is, 1, I probably just forgot, but 2, if you don't have like a super good computer or your server isn't loading as fast, you're likely to get the kind of stuttering effect that I show in the video. So I recommend just setting up one dolphin to begin with, go through the tunnel, and then see where the effect ends for you, because that's going to be a much better way. I think that if you just measure out 720 blocks, you're likely not going to actually make it that far, because you're going to get a lag spike and it's going to cut you off or something. So just get one dolphin in, go through it, see where it cuts off. That's where you should place the next one. On my server, we are not making tunnels, but aqueducts so that you can fly in it with an elytra anytime you like. Yeah, this is pretty cool, and you can definitely build them above ground. The reason why I don't recommend it in the video is because that way you don't have to build the actual enclosure for all the water. But the other benefit to building it underground is that your Y level can stay very constant, right? If you have it above ground and then you're going from the mountains to, a very flat area, either you're going to have some super tall looking structure, which maybe is fine by you, but otherwise you're going to have to figure out a way to lower the Y level, which you can do it, of course, like we have bubble columns, it works, but it's just a choice of style, really. Does this work on Bedrock? So I don't have Bedrock, so I can't personally test it, but a lot of people in the comments say no, so I wouldn't trust it. Why not Speed 2? So you can use Speed 2, it'll make you go really, really fast, but the problem with this is that it goes back to one of the other questions, where you're going to go so fast that the world won't be able to load in fast enough. Now, if you have a really good computer or a really good server, this might not be an issue, so I encourage you to try it out at least once. But in my experience, what happens is you get up to really, really high speeds, and then all of a sudden you'll just stop dead in your tracks. And most likely there's not going to be a dolphin there because you're in the middle of the tunnel. So you'll just have to like swim for 200 blocks without any of the effects. So try it out and see how it is. Soul Speed 3 reduces the durability of the boots. Going that fast seems like it's going to just break them constantly. So in my experience, I've always just had mending on my boots, and I've never had them break. The durability definitely does go down, but as long as you have like some sort of XP farm that you're always going to every now and then, I've never had an issue. I've never had any pair break on me, but it is a valid concern if you're not constantly going to XP farms. Someone wanted to see the sugarcane farm, so here it is. It's just a big hole in the ground, and like the top 6 layers all have pistons that just push into the hole. Honestly, it's not very efficient because I think the sugarcane still gets stuck, but I don't know, it's cool. One of my favorite builds, so there you go. What mod do you use to get colored text in books? It's not a mod, it's actually vanilla Minecraft. So I use this website called Minecraft Tools. They have a bunch of command tools there to help you out, but one of them is like a book editor, and so you can type your book and then it'll give you a command, you put it in a command block, and then you get your book with colored text. Can you leave a block of air at the top of the tunnel so you don't drown? Yeah, this would work. I think the reason I didn't say this in the video was just because, I don't know, I think it probably just looks a little bit ugly, but you absolutely can, it still works. The only thing is if it's like a 2x1 tunnel, just be careful, because if you stop swimming, you're not going to be able to start swimming again. But yeah, you absolutely can. There's no reason why you can't. Fake. I don't even know what that means. Like, does that guy think the video was made by AI or something? Nobody will do this. Ender Pearl Ricochet are way faster. Noob. I mean, yeah, I guess, but that's like saying /TP is faster, which, okay, fine. Anyways, that was basically the gist of all the comments. If I missed one that like you really want answered, leave it on this video and I'll do my best to reply to it. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Like, it's kind of crazy because I started this channel like 4 years ago and it's died like 10 times, and it doesn't seem to want to die every time. Like, people come back and they keep asking for more. You got me to make this video, so there you go. But thanks for watching. Again, if you have any more questions, just leave them below, and I'll see you in the next one.